Hello again. Today I am doing a TBR for a readathon that's going on in October. I'm going to be doing the Victober readathon, the Victorian readathon, because I wanted to try to get a little bit out of my comfort zone. I normally don't read books from the Victorian era, and I wanted to try to do something a little bit different. These are the books that I'm reading for the Victober readathon in October. And let me just get to the challenges. First challenge, read a book by one of the host's favorite Victorian authors, Charlotte Bronte, Charles Dickens, Elizabeth Gaskell, or Thomas Hardy. I decided to read the group read that they're doing, which is Wives and Daughters. Again, this is definitely a type of book I haven't really read before, but I am looking forward to getting into it and reading it. That's the book for that challenge. Next one is read a Victorian book with a proper noun. And for that one, I'm going to use this book a couple of times. It's going to be Dracula from Bram Stoker. Obviously, Dracula is a proper noun. Next one is read a book from the first 10 years of the Victorian period and or a book from the last 10 years of the Victorian period. Dracula would fit the last 10 years of the Victorian period. And for the first 10 years of the Victorian period, it is Mary Shelley's The Last Man. For those that aren't aware, this is kind of a sci-fi story set in the future. Let me read the description here. Mary Shelley wrote The Last Man 8 years after Frankenstein on returning to England from Italy after her husband Percy's death. It is the 21st century and England is a republic governed by a ruling elite, one of whom, Adrian, Earl of Windsor, has introduced a Cumbrian boy to the circle. This outsider, Lionel Verney, narrates a tale of complicated tragic love and of the gradual extermination of the human race by plague. The Last Man also functions as an intriguing Roman clef for the saintly Adrian and is a monument to Percy Shelley, and his friend Lord Raymond is a portrait of Byron. The novel offers a vision of the future that expresses a reaction against romanticism as Shelley demonstrates the failure of the imagination and of art to redeem her doomed characters. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, but I was interested in reading it, so it is Mary Shelley's The Last Man. The next challenge is read a book written by a woman anonymously or under a pseudonym. I had a tough time actually figuring this out because I wasn't sure of too many books that were written under a pseudonym. But while I was looking at the TBRs in the Goodreads group for Victober, somebody mentioned this book, and as soon as they mentioned this book, I said, okay, that's my choice right away. What this is called Behind a Mask, The Unknown Thrillers of Louisa May Alcott. This is a person who wrote Little Woman. These are a bunch of gothic type tales that she wrote anonymously. There's 4 books in here. 4 of Alcott thrillers: Pauline's Passion and Punishment, The Mysterious Key, The Abbot's Ghost, and the title story Behind a Mask. These stories are riveting classic tales of betrayal, seduction, and murder, but this remarkable collection also significantly deepens our understanding of one of the most tragically bright figures in American literature. Revealed in these pages is the other Louisa May Alcott, who painted portraits of the passionate, richly sexual femme fatale. Definitely sounds interesting. I am looking forward to reading it, so that is my choice for this challenge. And of course, the general challenge is read a book and watch the screen adaptation. So again, that would be Dracula, that I could watch the screen adaptation after I've read the book. So those are all the books I'm going to be reading for Victober, the Victorian readathon. I am excited about this. This is definitely going to be something different for me. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.